Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly reading. This is for the 30th of March to the 6th of April. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Taurus, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then look at your possible challenges. Thirdly, messages and advice from Spirit. Your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Taurus, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with Queen of Pentacles and 10 of Wands, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, Taurus, you are presenting this week as Queen of Pentacles. It does not matter if you are masculine or feminine, it's the energy of Queen of Pentacles I am speaking about. Now, Queen of Pentacles tells me that at the beginning of the week, my dear Taurus, you are in a position where you are able to help somebody who is going through quite a rough time. With 10 of Wands coming through, I think this person concerned, whether it's somebody close to you or somebody you just hear of, has been through an incredibly challenging period. And I feel they've been experiencing this for quite some time. At the beginning of this week, you feel you are in a position to give. Now, Taurus, this could be giving emotionally. This could be giving support, advice, listening to somebody, brainstorming with this. Or you could be coming in and giving something actually tangible to this person who's going through a rough time. But I do see, Taurus, that whatever you give them, and whether it's love or kindness or just a big hug, or you actually come through and help them with something tangible, Taurus, what you actually do is you enable them to close down this really rough patch, end it finally, and you assist them with their fresh start. So a really inspiring energy coming through at the beginning of the week. Now let us see what your possible challenges are. And we have Knight of Cups and 8 of Cups. Now, Taurus, this is an interesting message, and I don't think it'll resonate with everybody. But what I do see happening this week is that you could be given an invitation to a function or a dinner party, or somebody could ask you out, or a friend could say, Taurus, join me and my friends, we are going out for brunch. Something could come up this week, my dear Taurus, and the invitation doesn't initially seem that enticing for you. You might have the urge to decline it. Now, the reason it's coming up as a possible challenge is because you will probably find a reason why you can't go. You're too tired, you've got too much work, your family needs you, you've got too many errands to run. Your challenge is that in spite of that initial feeling to say no, sit with it a bit, my dear Taurus. Give it some time, because I do think that saying yes to whatever this is actually going to be very good for you. Even if it's just going out and having a wonderful time and great conversation. Because Knight of Cups is coming through, I think there is a possibility that something more can transpire. Perhaps you meet somebody new. Perhaps somebody just gives you a great idea. Perhaps somebody says they want to introduce you to their sibling or their friend as a new romantic partner. I feel there's something else involved here. So, if you get an invitation or an offer, don't say no too quickly. There could be a pleasant surprise on the horizon. Let us see now what Spirit would like to share with you, and we have Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands. Now, Ace of Swords is a beautiful energy because when we get an ace, it's the hand of God coming through with a gift. And here the gift you're getting from Spirit is the energy of seeing things clearly, cutting away the clutter and the confusion, your own doubt and insecurity, and seeing things for what they are. And by you being able to do that, my dear Taurus, you bring success, wins and victories into your life. Even if they are not big and dramatic, all those small wins and victories add up at the end of the day, making us feel incredibly good about our lives and the path we are on. This Ace of Swords is leading you to either a new beginning or new beginnings. It could have something to do with the Knight of Cups energy, or it could be in another area totally. But by seeing things for what they are and not letting your own insecurity or lack of energy or passion or motivation creep in, hold you back. You see that if you say yes, things can happen. How can you win the game if you're not in the game? And this is what I'm seeing for you. You giving yourself a chance where it counts the most. Right, now let us take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And what I'm seeing here is simply wonderful. If you have experienced an incredible hurt, letdown, or disappointment with regards to somebody close to you, something is going to happen this week, Taurus, that is going to allow your heart to heal. When we get a challenging card under unexpected blessings, Taurus, we know that something is going to happen that will allow the opposite energy to come in. So here we're seeing your heart being pierced. Now we know your heart is about to start healing or actually be healed. I do think something could have happened, say within your family or with a close friend or with your significant other, where there could have been a big argument, a dispute, a fallout. You could be not speaking to somebody you love. But this week, I do see a big reconciliation coming in. There's going to be peace and harmony being brought back into this relationship. And there's a lot of love. For you, Taurus, the symbol 1111 is very auspicious this week. Wherever it might come up, this is Spirit letting you know your unexpected blessing is unfolding and is in motion. At the end of the week, we see your second ace coming through, Ace of Pentacles. When we see two aces coming through in a reading, we know that the presence of Spirit is strong. There is something here that Spirit is driving. There is something here that Spirit is giving you because they want certain things now to transpire and play out. Taurus, that pentacle there is the pentacle we saw you holding right at the beginning of the week. And what Spirit tells you in such a beautiful but clear way is that even though you didn't have any expectations with regards to what this is in terms of giving somebody a leg up, the energy that comes back to you comes back tenfold. You are going to be given an opportunity at the end of the week that is going to allow you to walk down a new road. Because, my dear Taurus, you stood in your strength. You did what came naturally to you. You didn't look for recognition. You didn't look for people to say, wow, look what Taurus did. I feel many of you assisted this particular person very quietly. Perhaps you just kept it between you and them. This was not done so that you could have everybody saying, Taurus is amazing. You did this because this is who you are. You saw somebody struggling and you just naturally stepped in. And so Spirit tells you, there is going to be a reciprocation coming your way. It'll come through, as I mentioned previously, as something new, a new person coming into your life, a possibility for a new job or a new promotion. Perhaps you meet a new friend that opens you up to new experiences. Something, my dear Taurus, quite wonderful comes through, and this is Spirit's way of saying, we see you, we know what you have done, and we appreciate you. What a beautiful week, my dear Taurus. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.